is a world of darkness. The sin of Cain has spawned the cursed horror that stalks the night in search of living blood. The kindred have long been a secret influence through all ages of human history, plotting against each other in a never-ending jihad. Their immortal progeny are among us to this day, hidden from the eyes of humanity by an elaborate masquerade.
Burn it at both ends. I like the fire causing mayhem. I'm not tired, I've been waiting. I'm not forsaken. I'm my own and I'm jaded. Energy comes from my hatred. Call me the villain, cause I be killing. I got no feeling, I've been dealing with all my demons. I like to feed them, they be chilling. Yeah, they be screaming. I can hear them in my mind. They just wanna find any fight, any reason.
To the dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
Have to be working to deserve it. Adrenaline is surging, ain't no servant. I'm the king, bring me everything that I've ever wanted, that I need. I believe I could be anything, watch me. Give me a second to blow, give me a second to grow. Be at the top of the show, be at the top like a pro. I flip the switch, different mode. No, they ain't laughing, no joke, cause I attack when they won't.
Welcome to the dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
Another day, sailing away from me. And though the work isn't done, I don't want to hear you. 'Cause you cannot master the stress. It's a uphill battle, but it's my attitude. I'm prepared. If I right back to wherever you live.
Okay, there we go. Killed music, and everybody's back. We are live. Ta-da! For our first game of Vampire the Masquerade. I was getting ready to say, in the month of Ashland. I don't know why. I'm all
They
mixed up.
changed the calendar just for us.
Yeah, this has not been a good week for me. I don't know why. Just mentally, I'm not here. So I apologize. I am your ST Space Cadet today. I will do everything I can to keep a tight lid on it, but no promises. So first things first. Emphasis on Captain Space Cadet here. I forgot that our anniversary was back in March. So this game has been going for 5 years.
Wow.
As of March.
Woohoo.
For that, for the anniversary of the game, as well as monthly XP, go ahead and roll. I need somebody to roll 1d4 plus 1 and 1d6 plus 1.
Ooh.
I will do the 1d4.
Okay, so then you get down with your bad self and make those rolls.
Means I could do both. One d4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
1d6 plus 1? Or 10?
1d6 plus 1.
Plus 1 million.
$1 million.
I should not have done the rolls.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll that 60 plus 1. Hold on.
I was just joking about rolling.
Nope, I can't roll it either. Somebody else roll it.
We're not meant to have that much XP.
I'm glad you guys got that out of your system now.
I'll tell you what.
Maybe
I'll tell
maybe
you
we
what.
should roll it once for each year that we've played.
No. Would somebody like to burn a reroll for a reroll of the monthly XP? If you have
any
it.
rerolls.
Oh, do I have any?
If somebody
I
has
mean-
one, they're the one
sacrifice
that's
mine.
rolling it.
I'll
You
sacrifice
probably
mine.
do better than I will.
Okay,
Shelley.
so Shelly, go ahead and roll. The worst you're going to do is match it.
Oh, pfft. Might help if I do it right.
All right, so it's been matched. Okay. So
Oh
we
my.
have 5 XP for the month.
Dice
Three.
gods have spoken.
Do we need to calibrate the dice roller bot? Like,
We need to fire the dice roller bot.
Where's Garrus when we need him?
I know, calibration.
All I know is in the Cyberpunk game, we all dread having to do this.
Yeah.
So, XP is now out of the way.
What
Charming.
was that? 5?
5
Yes.
total XP, yes.
Yay!
We should put
So
that in
who
the-
is going to do our recap?
I mean,
And do we have somebody taking notes?
I'm doing the notes this time.
Okay.
I can read my notes if somebody.
Who
Well,
is
usually
the noter?
whoever did the notes is the one that does the recap.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
looks like-
Lately, it's been Johnny.
Brittany did the last notes.
Actually, I guess
Yeah,
I guess I can just. Oh, fine. I will do it. Okay. So, meeting at the Red Lion Inn. We switched Danny for Harper. So Reverend Turner agreed to help us out if we donated to the soup kitchen. And so Sophie went ahead and did that. And then Colin texted her asking if she had just bought some expensive shoes. So Damaris had to work an unweave spell a few times to get back to her normal English-speaking self.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Roxy follows a path, and it gives her the ability to curse people. We went to the Liam Marcado operation. That's the human necromancer. We had Harper handle regular security. Reverend Turner handled the Wraith guards, and then Damaris used Crimson Woad. We had
turned him stupid.
Yeah, that was funny. Let's see.
Touchdown.
On papers.
It's crazy.
Unbreaded.
So essentially, we found out that he had come to Ashland within the last year. We developed a plan. So at the door, we had Ben doing the speaking, and Henri was the muscle. And then Damaris was there to confuse him. We told him to leave town and that we need the coin as a toll and the manuscript and the sword. Then just went for broke.
Yes.
He said it would leave him defenseless, and then he ended up passing out. So we just went ahead inside, helped ourselves. Reverend asked his watch, "Are you hungry?" And then we heard screaming, and then the wraiths were gone. So I don't know what that's about, but it was freaky. Ben left him on the sofa and carved one day on the coffee table. Sophie took the coin, Damaris took the manuscript, Henri took the sparkly sword and then the Highlander sword, and then eventually was convinced to leave the Highlander sword. Harper found a bank statement, took that. Then we went back to the country bar and spoke to Mr. Yates. He said to put the coin somewhere safe, and he will talk us up to the Daughters of Prusa. And also the sword was in fact a fennel sword, so Henri will hold on to it for now.
Yes.
Okie doke. And that is a recap from the last game that we had. So to let everybody know where we're at right now, another bulletin has gone out. It's a copy and paste of the last bulletin that went out, with the exception of the dates being changed. It is 2 nights from the events of last game. And there is another meeting at the Red Lion to confirm what everybody's doing, follow up with previous business, in quotation marks, and to pool resources and go forward. That came from Sophie. So everybody, unless you're wanting to meet someplace else again, is back at the Red Lion Inn.
Why don't we go for tacos?
You can if you like.
Okay.
Is the Red Lion Inn the only place that we meet?
Currently.
For the time being.
Yeah. That's why I wanna nominate a place for tacos.
Yeah, it might be good to get a rotation so that way we're not at the same place all the time.
We have Trudy's office.
That's true. We could meet at the cannery.
Ooh, let's meet at the cannery.
Well, but even 2 places, we should have like
a multitude.
At least a half dozen.
We did have the train station that got compromised. We had the cannery, and which
is small. You've got that office
Yeah.
In the back of the historic cannery building. You've got the meeting place at the Red Lion Inn, and then of course you've got Anzio's.
Yeah, we got Anzio's. We need to get
Anzio's is off limits.
Henri's funeral home so we can start meeting there.
Ooh.
Well, my Haven is also here. So if are we in character at this point? So it's so if you it's my
Sure, we can open discussion at the in character.
All right. So if you're all mentioning all this, I would turn to Harper and I'm like, I have the
Harper is not there.
Oh, she's not there yet? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So I turn to everybody. I'm like, I have is the meeting rooms at my Haven. But I do not have a table and chairs. I have one meeting room that has 4 chairs at it. So I just need to coordinate buying tables and chairs. My Haven would be open.
I just feel personally, I feel like one of our meeting points should not be a place where we sleep. that's going to be a problem if somebody ever tracks us to us or
I
tracks us
agree.
to them. So I think
So,
as much as I would like to see your place, Henri, I worry for I worry for your safety should anybody track us to it one night.
On an out of character note, Remus certainly has the money to go buy some property.
Ooh.
This is fine. Very much. I appreciate this. Um, I'm small haven, big haven. No one comes over. Someone comes over. So I'm in between. So this is a fair point. So stay the hell away from my house. That's fine.
Yeah, uh, I'll do some looking. I'll see if I can get us either some office space or some warehouses or something. I'll see if I can find us a list of possible reasonable locations.
And
that
then
we
there's a
can-
whistling from Remus's pocket.
Sorry, everybody, my pocket's whistling.
Okay.
What's? I'm
You have
assuming
a
it's my
text.
phone. Okay.
It's from Liam.
Okay.
It says, just wanted to keep you up to date. We have a man on the street now, and just indicates that he's only been in operation a couple nights. His name is Julio McGregor, an Irish-Mexican street racer. So we think this guy fits the profile of the car clubs in the area, and we will keep you informed when we find out more.
All right. I'll message Liam back. I'll say, excellent, great work, all of you.
Okay. Liam ends up sending you an animated picture, and it's Vin Diesel put it on some shades, and he looks at the camera and says, "Family."
My heart grows 2 sizes. Yeah. I probably do like smirk like a yeah. You guys probably do see Remus like crack a smile. His name is Julio McGregor. You said
Julio McGregor.
Okay.
And there is history behind the Irish-Mexican tie-ins if you go back and look around the Spanish Civil War era. So it is a thing.
Canelo.
Isn't there a restaurant in Phoenix that's like
Oh yeah, that's Carlos O'Brien's.
right? I've never been.
Good stuff.
They're not there anymore.
Oh.
No.
Was
Yeah,
it COVID?
I don't know actually. What's there now is a QT.
Oh.
They completely like
Yeah, bulldoze building down.
yeah. I said it was really good. They had great margaritas.
Yeah, I'll put my phone back and I'll say, well, I have a little bit of good news. I might have a person being able to infiltrate the Southside Souls pretty soon.
Nice.
There's still 2 in Phoenix.
Yeah, I thought there might have been other locations, but the one that we were familiar with,
Yeah,
which
so-
isn't far from here, yeah, that definitely closed down a while ago.
So are the Southside Souls like a street racing gang?
They're a motorcycle.
They
gang.
are a car club.
Oh, just a car club. Okay.
Right, car club. Okay. So yeah, hopefully in I don't know how fast he'll be able to work, but hopefully I'll have some information on the Southside Souls soon.
Thomas would look over at Sophie and go, at a prior meeting, wasn't it mentioned that the Southside Souls had taken on some heavy armaments?
Yes. Oh, Jerome, did we have a note from Mr. V?
I
about
believe we
locating
talked
the
about
cache.
I'm sorry, about the what?
Of locating their cache.
Of weapons.
CACHE.
The only other note that I'm aware of that he's provided so far was the and you, if I'm off, refresh my memory in a private message because I don't recall that. But he did provide information about what had been going on at the resort. There was apparently some construction work going on and quite a bit of dirt off the sides. So it looked like they were constructing or building or tunneling or something.
Yeah, I remember that note. I don't remember getting Mr. V to look up the weapons storage.
No, I don't think that one came from him. That came from someone else.
Oh.
I just
Did
remember
we-
the comment being made. Someone actually saw them changing out.
Yeah, that was
Damaris.
Rachel.
That was
Oh,
before she got English uninstalled.
Ah, okay. That was a Damaris observation. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And actually, I think that might be in previous notes. Let me look.
Yeah.
But we were going to get somebody to get rid of their weapons.
Yeah. They should not be considered a street gang based on what Damaris saw at that one site. They had some upgunned considerably. And
we were going to put somebody on, maybe like a police somebody.
Oh, that's right.
On looking into that.
Well, that's right. We never really finished.
We never followed through.
Yeah, we never followed through because we didn't want to put the police in harm's way. So we were going to get the magicians to do it, but they were too expensive. So it's kind of wibbly wobbly.
I'm confused, would be Thomas's comment. Why wouldn't you want the police to look?
I'll turn it over to Ben and I'll just point in his direction.
Well,
because he said.
Because I mean, if all she has to do is just say a few words and she can get anybody to do what she wants them to do, do we really want the police department to be under her control?
What makes you think that hasn't already been attended to?
Well, then why would we bother with it in the first place if that's going to be the case?
Because there's always the opportunity that can be presented by a little bit more extra force being applied.
Well, I mean, there's showing your hand and then there's using force. I think all we'd be doing is showing her hand.
I doubt she is unaware of our activities.
I
mean, she pretty much knows everyone's ID. She's been here long enough. She's met almost all of us. To think that she is ignorant of the fact that we oppose her seems kind of naive.
Well,
honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what angle to tackle with this anymore. I have half a mind to just go striding up to her myself, putting down a challenge, or get this over with.
I mean, yeah, that's
need
not
to
a bad
set a-
idea either.
We need to set a trap. We can't go into her domain because she's going to have traps. But if we can get her to come to us,
she would completely think it was a trap.
Which can
Is
work
there
in our
some-
favor.
Is there some resource that we could tap that she wouldn't know about? Some like powerhouse or something? Almost makes me wish that Killian was, or not Killian, that Adam was still around.
What
He would not.
So right about there, you guys hear over like the speaker that's in the meeting room where you guys are at, like a little bit like a record start. Obviously, it's not a record, but like there's that little bit of roughness that you would hear at the beginning of a song for a record, and you hear this dun 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 And at that point, Jeremy turns to you and he says, "Okay, boss, I've already had this planned. I've even got us intro music."
Please don't.
And he kind of turns and he looks and Toby kind of looks at him. And he says, "I think it's too late."
Yep. Thanks, Jeremy.
So he kind of like looks to the guy at the front desk, and the guy at the front desk is a little clueless, but he just kind of like does like one of these numbers, like just points like the general direction you guys need to go.
Thank you. This way, boys.
Right behind you, boss.
Oh, when did
And
Harper
we'll-
become a mafia queen? Oh.
Mafia queen.
So Dolly will go to the room he suggested.
Yeah.
Yep. So the and you could hear, the Bad to the Bone being played, behind the door. As you got there's a knock at the door at this point, and one of the guys who guards the front says, "There's someone out here to see you, ma'am."
One of our usuals, just show him in. I don't know why you're asking.
Okay, so he just holds the door open, and you see it's Dahlia, flanked by two other individuals that you don't know.
Okay, Sophie
Ben
is
immediately
gonna
stands up.
stand and like knock over her chair.
Hi, Sophie. I'm
Like
back.
Hey,
Hi.
we were not expecting you.
That seems apparent. Hi.
Why
I
are you
was-
here?
I'm back.
How? You were effectively kidnapped and forced to be turned Sabat.
Trudy came and got me.
Trudy.
Oh.
Wow. How did she manage that?
Do we trust her now?
I don't know a lot of the details, but I know that Killian helped.
Who are your friends?
They're part of my pack.
Danny's just like looking at everybody, totally confused because she has no idea what the heck is going on.
I knew that they would be killed if they didn't come with me, so I requested that they come with me.
I need to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am actually relieved that you're okay and that you are back. However, I have serious concerns now because are you now a defector? Did we keep it in the family?
And at that point, like Jeremy like leans in and he says, "Who is this chick, boss?"
That is my grandsire.
I'm Damaris.
Yes.
He kind of
Damaris.
looks and he says, "She doesn't look a thing like Killian."
It doesn't work like it does for humans.
Yeah, and Toby kind of shoots a look at him. He's like, "Come on, man, you know that." He says, "Well, I thought there would be like some sort of like
We're not
identifying
genetically
trait.
related.
Like how some of them have like a third eye or something like that."
No.
Are you guys new?
Yes, they're very new, which is yes.
Oh boy.
I've been teaching them, but they were kind of, turned, embraced, and left outside of a bar, and then the Sabat adopted them. So
Wow. Okay.
I think the official term is shovelhead, boss. That was Toby that said that. Speaking of which, Jeremy is your atypical white guy, so he looks a little kind of gangly, paler than normal, obviously. Little on the scrawny side. Don't let that fool you. But doesn't look like in real life he did a whole lot of manual labor. If that makes sense. Toby is a darker skinned black gentleman, a little bit beefier, Not in the sense of like somebody who lifts weights, but somebody who probably did do a lot of manual labor. So not the defined muscle, but the big and typical bulky muscle.
Do they know what clan they are if they were just found outside of a bar?
Yes, we did discover that Toby is a Lasombra and Jeremy is a Bruja.
Oh, Bruja. Okay.
Jeremy's the Bruja?
And so he's like, he turns and he looks and he says, and he looks at Toby. He's like, "Am I being profiled?" And he's like, "No, man."
Dahlia then points to Ben. I'm like, "This is the Bruja we're used to."
How's it going?
Sup? And he's like, "I smell cop."
I mean, not bad, not bad. Close, but past life.
Thomas
So
Carter-
he elbows Tommy or Toby at that point. He's like, "Yeah, see, I got that one."
Thomas would walk over to Dahlia, since there's been no formal introductions, and go, "Thomas Gardner, Clan Toreador, a pleasure to meet you."
Pleasure to meet you as well, and she'll shake your hand.
Jerome,
Right.
can I text Trudy and like kind of see, like, I want to corroborate with all of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm texting Trudy like viciously, but I keep
That's fair.
glaring at her.
Viciously.
Okay.
I'm gonna one reason to lean over to Benjamin. How close is Ben to like a seat or two away, or
not far? Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna lean over to Ben. I'm like, Benjamin. So Danny is no longer the newest kid on the block per se. Does she need to go over and introduce herself to the other Bruja and do the power blaze? They say you are number one, she is number two, and then he is number three.
I don't think it works like that.
No, we're not like a
no.
street gang on Ray
Like a
G. It's just a
pecking
little
order.
clan.
I don't know. It's Bruja. I'm not sure how it's.
So
Plus, this is a
Remus,
weird
you end up getting the following text. "Oh, I didn't know she was going to be coming tonight. Send."
I just kind of like, I just audibly like,
Yeah, Trudy causes so many problems around here.
But then she sends another text. Says, "Yeah, we were a part of a special operation that managed to pull Dahlia out at the last minute. Send."
Send.
Sophie will say, "Well, come on in and have a seat. Let's get this sorted out," and then she will do an aura perception just
Smart
to
girl.
verify.
Dolly will sit down probably with Jeremy and Toby.
Yeah, they
And-
let you sit down. They stay standing and stand like on either side of you.
Okay.
Wow.
I really
I am
am
actually
like
gonna.
a mob boss. Goodness gracious.
Got her own posse.
I am gonna aura percept as well, Dahlia, to see if she has any veins.
Okay.
Oh,
What does
So-
that mean?
Did you eat another vampire?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
That's on my list.
Do I
of
need to
roles.
roll for that? I mean,
Yes, you do. Mhm.
okay.
Oh, she's Methuselah level now.
no wonder she's the mob boss.
All right, roll.
She sits down. She's all,
Oh my god.
What generation are you? 6? Why?
You got a double botch.
7.
I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna use a re-roll because I don't want to.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you're about to lose
I don't want
English
my
too.
wow.
eyes to explode or something.
You might lose humanity for that role. Just you like try stare at their aura and you're like, ah.
Goodness gracious. That's
Okay,
There you go.
three.
cool to look at.
Three is a little bit better.
Yeah. So
than -2.
All of you are able to tell, and if I correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe Dahlia has black veins at this point. Oh, that's right. Yes,
mean,
yes, she did.
Yes, she
who
did.
among us doesn't?
Eh,
Let's be
I
real.
don't.
That's true.
Audrey
Uh,
really wants them.
yeah. So she does. Um,
Hmm.
I would say Dahlia is probably a little nervous, still
Very.
showing in her
Yeah.
aura. Um, but that nervousness would probably be extended to everybody here and not the two that she's with.
Yes.
And the two that she's with, do I need to roll for their auras too?
No, I mean you're just kind of like
Okay.
scanning over them, and there's enough successes there between the two of you. You're fine. They are a little wary of everyone here, clearly, and very protective of Dahlia.
Yeah.
Like they're ready to move if something happens.
And do they have any veins?
Do they? Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Happened at the same event.
Seems like it was a
Oh, that's
family
right. Yeah.
event. Okay. I'm just gonna look at you and I'm just be like, I see it.
If I had any other choice, it would not have happened.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. Unfortunately. Are you
I'm
back
gonna
to
lean over to Ben and ask him what the hell is going on?
She was taken from us a bit ago by a jerk named Bastion, who's a part of the Sabbat. You remember that sect I was telling you about?
Yeah, so that means she's part of the bad guys.
She was, but she just got back, apparently.
She
And that
was
makes it
forcibly
okay.
well, she was forcibly turned Sabat. She didn't I'm looking at her when I say this, I'm like, you didn't have a choice from what I understand.
No. And I had no. If I wanted to remove that curse, I had to become Sabat.
Is there like an insight check I want to roll?
Yeah.
Curse.
Not
Super
curse.
hard.
I just
Perception and empathy.
Right, you betcha, Mandy.
I was blood bonded to Bastion.
Ooh, ouch.
I knew it.
Oh boy,
I called it.
that
Gross.
can't have been fun. Is
Difficulty
he?
6.
Is it too much to hope that he is out of the picture?
I don't know. But I believe we left a story behind that we died. But who
So you
knows
faked
if
your death?
Bastion. Well, I believe so, yeah. Trudy handled that.
Okay. So what does that mean for your identity here then? Are you no longer going to be Dahlia?
I've only been back a week. I don't know yet.
We could have somebody change your face, get you a new identity.
Well, he's not supposed to come back here if he believes I'm dead. I think just changing my name should suffice.
I mean, that doesn't preclude somebody else from following up. Is there anyone else that would be likely to come after you?
No, I don't think
mean-
so. I kept pretty tight knit, close. Just Killian and Bastion. And my Toby and Jeremy.
I think changing your name should be, sufficient. They know who I am when they know what I look like. I'm not going to go change my face. If anything, I want it to be the last thing that they see. So,
I mean, at this point, you've cut your ties, you've done your penance, so to speak. So you're in the clear, right?
I hope so, but
I don't know that Dolly is so officially done, right? Wouldn't she be subject to the same rules that you were?
They don't normally like come out and rip off, that symbol. I mean, normally they just kill you if you're lucky to get away, or if you're not lucky enough to get away. So them coming to do that, I feel like was a special circumstance for me. Don't believe that they're going to do that with her. Frankly, no offense, you weren't probably important enough at the moment.
I wanted to keep it that way.
It's probably better, yeah, that you did.
I didn't even want to be a pack leader, but a Dicductus?
Yeah,
You
and
managed to be
they both
Ductus?
kind of look at you for a second to like,
Well, you know
But
that.
I am.
Well, just so you guys know, you guys can't have a pack here. You're not Sabat anymore if you're staying here. So
They know that.
we'll talk to our Duchess about it. Thanks.
see, that's what I'm saying. That's a no.
Great.
Okay, how much have you explained politically
Well,
to your friends?
That I've told them that the Anarchs are different and that there aren't packs. We're not the Sabbat. I've just really protective. Boys, relax. They don't relax.
You might want to consider adopting a more benign description. It's not a pact. It's a group or a club. This is our club leader. A change in the words can speak volumes for being more innocent feeling. I would consider, and that way you could have your own clubhouse as your meeting place.
And so at that point, like Toby leans in and he says, "Boss, you didn't tell us we were joining the Mickey Mouse Club. What gives?"
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Okay, do you, Jolly, you know everybody here? Because, you don't. Who's you here since you left?
Johnny
points at Johnny, and she points at Danny, and she points at Thomas. But Thomas introduced himself.
So Johnny's gonna like get up from the seat. Hi, I'm Johnny. Sit back down.
He's
Hi,
not gonna
Johnny.
explain anything about.
Absolutely not.
We'll leave it there.
Very cryptic, Johnny. Very good.
Yeah, out of character. Just check.
Well, gentlemen, it would be a good idea if you understood the sort of the hierarchy, if you will. Essentially, this is Sophie. She is our Baron.
I told you about Sophie.
You did? You told them about Sophie?
Yes.
And Ben?
I didn't tell them about Ben.
Ben is the one they should be scared of.
I'm hurt.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, Jeremy's like, it's okay. I fingered him for the popo. It's all right. Right?
What is this? Popo?
Police.
Police officer.
Okay.
I've only been back a week. It's been a transition. Honestly, never thought I
They're
would.
doing well.
Never thought you'd be back?
No, I never thought I'd come back. I'd be able to come back.
Well, Trudy works some interesting miracles. Where are you staying? And do you have a haven?
I'm staying with Trudy right now.
Okay. Would you like to move back in?
Where she goes, we go.
I don't want that many roommates.
The communal haven is always open.
That's true.
Wait, they got a communal haven here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Think
is
of
it in
some
like
of-
one of the mountains nearby or something? Like
No, it's actually like, what is it this time?
Trudy owns it, right? Trudy is
Trudy and Malcolm own it. Actually.
So I think it's like a bed and breakfast.
it's a several
No,
bedroom home.
The, I guess technically speaking, they own two places together. Interestingly.
It's not in a mountain. It's more like a human dwelling.
It's in a regular neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got
That's what he said.
we got TV and internet if you want it.
Oh, hey, cool.
I believe.
And
I
so
believe there's
Toby's
a
like, oh, hey, we could probably order out. He says, yeah.
Sophie eyes them suspiciously.
We talked about this, boys. We have to keep the masquerade here.
Hey, Jeremy has the Toby's got the mind thing. We can make him forget.
No,
There's cameras everywhere.
How you hunt here is it's a lot
Why
different.
would you have cameras on the house?
So you can see when the Sabbat is going to attack.
Yeah. Because that's like, stop them.
But they have a job to do. They have to return at a certain amount of time.
Oh, I wasn't saying killing them, just,
We don't do the killing here either.
No, I gathered that when you said, like, the masquerade ball thing.
Sometimes we do the killing. Sometimes.
Oh,
Henry, you did.
Sometimes.
Hey, so we need to talk to the French guy afterwards. Is that cool?
No.
We can have a conversation. I will be honored. Oh, Danny, she's hiding over here.
Boss lady says we can't, so we'll have to wait on that.
Okay. Dahlia, do you want to come and check on the mushrooms that's at my haven, and the boys can come as well?
She kind of lights up at that. Sure.
On that point, Jerome, by the way, I got 4 successes, assuming the difficulty was 6 on my perception empathy.
And you were checking for what again?
I wanted to see, like, do
Honesty?
I believe what Dahlia is saying?
Yeah. I mean, you're not detecting any like facial tics or anything that might belay that somebody would be lying. She, clearly uncomfortable because she's exposed herself for the first time to this group and seems to be dealing with the interaction with her packmates and everybody else.
Okay. So after my interruption, Remus will look over at you, Dahlia, and say, speaking of your cabbage patch, you didn't leave anything behind at the Sabbat that's going to allow them to continue your work? I'm assuming
No.
you were doing that while you were with them?
I was not actually.
Oh.
Well, that's a relief.
That's a relief, yeah.
That was a waste. I mean,
heaven for
a
small
relief.
favors.
A relief.
Originally, Bastion brought me there for that, but no.
That is good news.
I'm going to lean over to Benjamin. I'll be like, Danny still has not introduced herself.
Hey, Danny, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, Danny, introduce yourself.
Yo.
She's a very talkative one.
So they
I'm
both just kind of
Dahlia.
like look to one another like, sup?
Not much.
What, you couldn't sniff the cop on her?
She's not a cop.
Yeah, I was going to say, she doesn't look or even act like a cop. Unless she's like from Police Academy. And Toby's like, I could see some Bobcat Goldthwait.
I don't think so.
You used to be a cop, Danny. I thought.
No,
Did I
I've
mishear
always
that?
been a bounty hunter. Nope.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, not cop, bounty hunter.
But
I guess welcome back, I guess.
Welcome to Ashland.
thank you for the
Yeah, welcome back. It's good to have you back.
So do we have like any games or anything slated for tonight?
We don't
We're-
do those games here.
Nope.
Harper has fixed
okay.
the video games at my Haven. He calls them video games. They go at stand up with the computer, and they have a what the hell was it called? There's a joystick, and it's like pew pew pew.
They're not talking about those games.
I was told that you're trying to fix something with Roxy.
Yeah, she's still a problem. A big problem.
Yeah.
May need to go talk to Kyrene. She kind of says under her breath a little bit. Before I left, Kyrene knew Roxy was coming and was basically going to put a hit on her and asked me to help.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, that would have been nice to know.
Yeah, the secrets abound.
Yeah, I didn't know how much she knew. You know, I don't contact her very often. It's a little bit weird given the history thing. That would have been good to know.
I'm sorry I wasn't here.
Stop apologizing. It's fine. That was literally out of your control.
Roxy's still alive, so.
Yeah,
I
so
will go talk to Kyrene soon.
She's had time to get her hooks in the city somewhat, and we're trying to figure out exactly how deep it goes and how we can cut her off.
And get rid of her. Just either permanently or just out of our hair.
No,
So-
permanently would be great. No,
I'm-
that's what we'll do.
I'm down for that too.
I thought we didn't do the killing thing here. Like Jeremy kind of looks to Dolly and then like looks around like.
Oh,
Only if they're evil scumbags and monsters.
When we're not going to eat
Occasionally.
her.
Sometimes.
We're not going to eat her. We just need her to not come back.
Is that completely off the table about eating her? It's just.
I think it's a bad idea.
I do not recommend eating a sorcerer.
I think she's tainted. You don't want what she's poisoned with.
Fine.
Give you
So
some bad heartburn.
Yeah, so at that point, like Jeremy and Toby kind of look at one another like knowingly and just kind of like nod and just let it go.
Yeah, how much do they know about demons?
I haven't educated them about demons.
Yeah, Toby's
been
like,
a lot.
oh no, straight up, we don't touch
Nope.
that.
We already got rid of that problem.
We,
All right.
I heard that day one. I don't want to visit from the Inquisition. No, thank you.
Okay, good. Just so everybody's on the same page.
Wait, you guys got an Inquisition too?
Points to Ben.
Wow.
Wait, is your Inquisition different from the other Inquisition? Is there two Inquisitions?
The bot have a weird version, I think. It's not like the weird priest-like dudes who were throwing fireballs at us last time. It's something different.
Oh, great. Well, as long as we're on the same page about the demon stuff, that's what's important.
So Roxy is a demon?
No, she's a sorcerer.
That's what I thought.
Who gone bad. I mean, she's on a path. I know that. That can curse people. Found that out the hard way. She's not a demon. She's been basically dipped into the infernal aspect of her craft.
That's not good.
No. So, and unfortunately, she has managed to, like they said, get her hooks into some things here, and she has taken over the Southside Souls. And now they are militarized because of her. And yeah. So if you're going to talk to Kyrene, I would like to be there for that. Because, yeah. We should.
Oh, Mama Leannon.
Okay, who has action items right now that have been that they need to report on or that they need to follow up on right now?
Someone earlier had mentioned the funeral home for me. I need assistance in this if this is going to be attainable.
Thomas would just kind of turn and go, "What type of assistance are you referring to?"
My goal is working for Giovanni as an agreement, a mutual agreement, and so I'm looking for a new goal. I do not do well with the humans anymore, so I'm looking for a human dwelling or establishment or building. And a prior conversation was that I could maybe take the owner or a director of a funeral home goal. But I mean, once I am there, I can persuade them and speak to him and all that. But it's that initial. I do not know how it. I normally go homeless. I don't normally go someone that's established.
So let me get this right. You own the funeral parlor?
I don't.
All right, then I'm confused.
I think
He wants to own a parlor.
he wants to get the funeral parlor and then ghoul whoever is running it. But in order to do that, you probably need money, right, to acquire the business.
Or you could just ghoul the director and then acquire the business in name, or I mean, not technically.
This is not something I have done before. That's why the discussion has been had, but it has gone nowhere. I have not had a ghoul to work for me. The Giovanni are making deposits in a bank for me, and I have no idea how much money I even have at this point because I don't have access to the bank box during the day.
Did they not give you a debit card?
They give me a key. It's a box. They put it in a
safe deposit box.
Yes, thank you very much. So they put the money in the box, and I'm supposed to go to the box to take the money out.
So what you're saying is you have cash in a lockbox in the bank, and you don't know how much?
Perfect. Yes.
This is a really not great system considering most banks close at 5.
The Giovanni set this up for me, and I am used to having a ghoul, but they took my ghoul, and so I was going to but I was going to create a ghoul, but it has been recommended that I not take a homeless ghoul again or take an addict ghoul again.
I would suggest maybe taking a survey of the funeral homes in town. Pick your favorite one and maybe bring a friend and introduce you, or maybe scope out a particular funeral at the, kind of figure out who is in charge and maybe introduce yourself. Undisguised.
Poor grandpa, he passed
go from
away,
there.
and I need a funeral plot. can you talk to me about where I can bury my dearly departed relative?
That works too.
So, but they open later in the evening. I do not wake up till late. So,
Funeral
I'm sure-
parlors are happy to service anyone at all hours up till about 10 o'clock.
Funerals are handled in the evening as well.
Okay.
You're running out of excuses.
They're not excuses.
I'm just joking.
I'm learning.
I
I
just-
did not know.
Out of character, I had this great mental image of like Thomas and Henri walking up and saying, "My poor departed grandfather," and Henri is the grandfather. I was like, "Why is he still walking in?" Anyway, it was a great mental picture. I had a good laugh.
Henri, if you need help with this stuff, let's. I can help you with this. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to, acquire a funeral home.
Maybe we could acquire it under the Ashland Improvement Corporation. Hmm?
You keep throwing that around, but the more we use it, the more suspicious it's going to be.
Especially
Kind
if
of
there's
need it to be this
Oh, you
vague.
you need a name, a different kind of name?
I needed the Ashland Improvement Society to be a very vague, title that we could throw around as a front.
I think if we're gonna
Nobody
have,
actually knows what it is.
if we're gonna do like a shell corporation, we should probably have a couple. Because if there's like, I mean, I am not gonna throw my businesses into this because I don't need to necessarily have them be in with all of this. Because if we have, oh, here's the gun store, here's the funeral home, oh, here's the weapons, the pawn shops, and all that stuff, that's gonna seem really weird. It'd probably be good to have a couple of umbrellas if we're going to be trying to pass this stuff off, so that way it doesn't look suspicious when there's differing businesses under the same corporation. But I see your point, but it wouldn't be a bad idea, because we were also thinking about looking into crime scene cleanup. That could be under the same acquiring a crime scene cleanup business. Like those two could be connected in a way that would seem reasonable, I think.
And the ambulances and the blood bank? You don't want the blood bank to be touched by this. I get you.
Yeah, I don't want when inevitably something goes wrong, I don't want the blood bank to be connected to all of this.
Don't connect them to anything. Have them be their own separate things and just, control it behind the scenes. Like, don't make a paper trail if you don't need to.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think if some things it makes sense for like, oh, it would make sense for if we were to say buy like a medicine, like a medicine lab or something, and then also have a pharmacy. Like those things, I think it would be reasonable to own both. But yeah, I want to keep the businesses separated, because eventually someone's going to go poking, and I don't want them to unravel too much.
Okay. So no Ashland Improvement Corporation. Oh, gotcha.
I appreciate that you want to support the idea, but
I don't want to crush your dreams.
It's not. We just have to do it differently. That's all we have to do.
If we make it an Illuminati, then it can still happen.
There you go. See?
We'll need hoods.
No.
I don't look very good in hoods.
Have you tried it?
Why are you suggesting hoods? No.
The first thing I thought of is a secret society, and I'm all wearing hoods with symbols on it.
Isn't that what the Camarilla does?
Camarilla.
Yeah, those guys.
Do they?
Thomas just kind of looks over at him and shakes his head.
Same. Damaris is like,
I don't think so.
Well, that's okay. So we've got Henri's funeral home.
So Remus, yes, I
Move
would,
on.
I would appreciate your assistance.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you.
help you out. Oh, also for the note, I didn't say the name of my person and my mold that I'm trying to get set up. I didn't say that person's name out loud.
Would you like to share for the rest of the class?
No, I want to keep him. I want to keep him as quiet as possible.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because he'll be safer that way. Because if Roxy was like scrying on us right now, I don't want to be like, yeah, his name is
Hubert.
Cumberdale.
So her two, Roxy's two flunkies. One of the dudes we were basically going to be tracking, like.
Oh yeah, the peeping Tom.
The peeper.
Yeah, he's got a thing for a girl. I
Bobby,
forget her name.
and he is
Yeah.
stalking Allison Leary.
Yes, Allison.
Yeah.
Do we have any updates on that guy?
Do we have anybody watching them?
I thought we call somebody to have them watch this guy, or
We told Quan, who teaches on campus.
Can I get
not
Quan's
sure if-
number?
Sure. Yeah. Sophie will pull up his number and text. Wait, do you have you probably have a new phone, huh?
Yeah. Mine was smashed.
Yeah, let me text it to you. What's your new number?
So like just hand her phone over.
Okay, that works.
555.
555.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Sophie will take her number down also, and give her Quan's number.
Sure. Call 977-1900.
What number was that?
Oh, it's Learner and Row.
Learner and Row. The way
they
to go.
they operate in several states.
Accident
but
lawyers, right?
Yeah. They operate in several states, but their jingle out here is "Learner and Row is the way to go." Call 977-1900.
For a second, I thought it was "We Are Farmers." Bum,
Bum,
ba-dum,
bum,
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 bum.
bum.
Good jingle.
Not sponsored.
Yep.
Yet.
Or there could be, or you could have run into Stephen P. New. Stephen P. New, Stephen P. New, Stephen P. Call Stephen P. New if you need to sue an outlaw mud show or two. He'll sue their ass.
You know what? I'm deciding maybe we do need to make the Ashland Improvement Society so we can get a jingle for it.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
We'll get Sophie.
I mean,
to play.
Sophie could write the jingle.
Yeah.
True. There you go.
New career from rock star to jingle writer.
Yep. Commercial jingle writer.
They make money. They make bank.
Do they make more than rock stars?
I mean,
It's stable.
Over
income.
time, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stable income.
Not all in one big chunks.
When's the
Would
last
she
time Sophie
lose?
performed?
Would she lose her Toreador
Oh, 100%.
card?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. We're not doing that.
Wow.
So back in game.
Okay. Is there something that you needed Quan for?
I need a job. When we originally talked, that was a possibility to teach at the college.
Oh. All right. Well, that could be a good.
And I would have better access to lab equipment.
Fair enough.
And I doubt my old job wants me back after being gone almost a year.
Oh, where did you used to work?
At the winery, was helping them rebuild their burned fields.
I mean, we could burn it down again and
I mean,
The
sorry,
marriage
not
is very
sorry.
good at that.
Sorry, not sorry. Mm.
accidents
was-
happen all the time.
It was a job, but yeah.
We should probably call Quan and see if he's seen Bobby around.
Yeah, actually, we should catch up, see if he's observed him at all, or even, I don't know, encountered him.
Jerome, are there pharmaceutical companies in Ashland?
As far as
There was
people who
Autumn
make them, no. There's definitely some mom and pop pharmaceutical, or not pharmaceutical, but pharmacies in town.
I was gonna say, you mean like drug dealers?
No, I'm thinking about like drug stores.
We got some of those.
Yeah, we got and some of the mom and pop ones actually make like the prescriptions, there. So it's really low key, but not like mass produce.
We had
They don't have
Autumn
a
Health.
factory.
That was health system. So that was that
different.
that was like using back end corporate computer systems. That was their big thing that they did. They had some other things that they did, obviously, that you guys discovered, but that was what they were primarily known for.
Are they still around, or do we
We
take
shut
care
them
of them?
down last I saw.
Okay. So Autumn Health is essentially available.
I mean, you mean as a name?
No, well, I mean,
You mean
they
a
have a
building?
facility.
Mm-hmm.
They have a facility.
Oh.
Presumably there might be lab equipment in there. Maybe a certain dog wants to start making affordable drugs, and they could use some chemists. I'll turn this place into a utopia. Just try and stop me.
Good luck, man.
I don't know. That's like a whole other can of worms. I don't know if we want to touch that place.
Oh, like there's like it needs to be cleansed or something, like demon stuff, or
Like I think it's part of a bigger problem that we maybe don't want to bring attention to ourselves from.
Ooh. No Autumn Health.
But I mean, maybe the building. I don't remember what state it was in when we were there last.
yeah, I'm not looking to like restart Autumn Health. I'm more thinking of like how can I take this thing that's essentially gathering dust and put it to use, but also put it to our use. But if all that equipment is still there and it's up for sale, maybe that's a start. And I'll pull up my phone and I'll start texting my family, my familia, and I'll ask Jeeves to kind of start looking into like this, like if there's essentially any companies or anything that's like got that land and like what's become of that equipment and all that stuff.
I need a dossier on Autumn Health, please.
You can ask Harper.
I was gonna say Harper might be able to do it.
There was information
He's
on
still
them,
around?
but I'm not sure if it's knowledge within the group or not. I think that's prior character knowledge. The last thing the Setite was involved in was them.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. Has anyone checked in on our necromancer friend
Ooh, we should go.
from the other night?
Actually, you guys should go. I haven't been feeling too good. Ugh.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't know. Something's going on.
Did you
Oh,
actually eat those tacos?
no, it wasn't tacos. I woke up like this. You can see he's like kind of like paler.
Have you
What-
eaten today?
No, I don't want to eat.
What do you want to
Okay,
diet?
well
What's
that's
wrong with you?
definitely
That's
definitely
weird.
something wrong.
That is not correct.
Who doesn't want to eat?
Not right now.
What'd you do? Get some bad blood yesterday?
Are you doing a bit? What's going on?
Who did you eat last?
Who did I eat last? So I think I ordered DoorDash. I think I DoorDashed. What did I DoorDash?
Were they ill?
Chili's. No.
I'm sure
you
Jeremy and Toby are just like enthralled with how well oiled our machine is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they were
Dahlia
talking
is
about
having
ordering
flashbacks.
delivery.
Oh yeah, we just talk around everything and never decide what to do.
But yeah. Hopefully this goes away.
Seriously, what's wrong with you? Or do you need help?
I don't know.
I'm
Can I
gonna walk
medicine
over.
check him?
I'm gonna walk over to him as well, and I'm gonna use my sense vitality and my Valerian.
Okay.
Okay.
And I would like to do a medicine check on him.
Sure.
That's
So
possible as well.
intelligent or perception in medicine, and Damaris, you're gonna need to look up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
And I would like to do a
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
not-
order perceptive.
Okay.
Hold on. I can't see what I'm supposed to roll for that. I know what it does, but
For the character, I'll use my protean claws and cut them open and see.
oh yeah.
Oh.
Pull it up here. Hold on. I think I found it.
Oh, that's what's
Perception
wrong with you. All
and empathy. Okay.
Oh, he's bloody inside.
Okay, perception. Yep. Empathy. Great. Okay.
Abby, you might want to try that again.
Yeah, I see. Thank you.
So it's /MM, I think.
Yeah.
Slash, yeah, that's what I think of.
Just FYI,
2.
I have a lot of questions for later.
I'm sure you do.
Wow.
4 successes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wait, because you need 4 and above for it to.
6.
Yeah.
Well, 4 and above for
for a
in
specialty,
your
so
skill.
that 10s
Yeah.
count for 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, just this 4 then.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have Abby. Well, Abby, do you have a 4 in medicine or perception?
I have 3. In
Okay,
both.
so then you only got 3 successes
That's right. I'm sorry.
'Cause you got a
That's
1.
what my brain. Yep. Thank you.
That's okay.
What does the Valerian do?
I can read it out if you want.
It's
Basically,
gonna turn
it's
you into a duck.
yeah.
Oh.
Excuse me. Basically, with the 2 successes, I reveal how many health levels of damage that you suffered.
0.
Or alternatively, I can ask basically the ST like a couple of questions, based on what I'm observing. You know, so Jerome, I'll let you decide how you want to, I guess, interpret that.
Okay.
Mainly, I'm trying to figure out like what is wrong with him. Like, is he, like, is he sick?
You see
Like,
nothing wrong.
You don't. I can't sense anything like.
Those of you who use medicine, outside of the fact that he's, obviously a vampire, you don't see anything.
Wait, what?
Outside of the ordinary. Those of you who used Auspex, yeah, his nose is growing.
Abby, Hart.
Oh, he's just lying.
No, Dahlia's character will see like ripples in the skin, like it'll just like undulate every so often.
Huh.
Sophie didn't see a dang thing.
You fine over there, Johnny boy?
Your
No.
skin is rippling.
How many abs does he got?
He's gonna like pull up
Yeah,
his shirt.
where is it rippling?
His arm.
Like, yeah, arm.
Oh. Nobody wants abs
Yeah,
on their
Dahlia
arm.
just, takes his shirt off and examines him. No.
I did aura percept. Is he speaking the bullshit?
Yes, that's why I said his nose is growing.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't roll at the time for
Okay.
aura perception, but now I am.
Sure.
So. Shake her head at him.
No. I out of character. What I wanted to do was, because now I have enough points to get Zulu form.
What Zulu form?
Yeah, that's their
Horde form.
that's a Mishi horde form.
Oh,
form.
I never heard it called that. Sorry.
I think that's the old.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's the old form.
Okay.
But all right, you guys did not want to go along with it. That's fine.
I don't think all of us need to go and see if this poor sorcerer is still there. I think that the enforcer who originally came through should go and do it.
I mean, I can just go check
do
and
a
I'll
drive-by?
let y'all. I
Yeah.
mean, in a manner of speaking, yeah, sure. Whoever wants to come with, that's fine.
I will go because I was with you at the Zodor.
Well, if you're
Yeah, Danny's just gonna stand up, get ready to go. Cause
if
she ain't
you're
gonna be
heading
left
out,
alone with two
officer,
people.
you could always get your guy here some like Pepto.
He's actually fine. He's just fooling.
Oh, seriously? Because the last time I saw somebody like with problematic skin like that, like, whoo, there was a backblast you did not want to be behind.
I'm not sure what he's referring to, but I think I don't want to know.
You got gas,
Right.
Johnny?
Not gas.
All right. I can probably go and see if Kyrene is available as well while you guys do that. And we also need to follow up with Quan about the guy. So
Oh yeah, we should call Quan.
But it's a guy.
the peeper.
The peeping Tom.
Oh no, it is correct.
The other lieutenant to Roxy.
Yeah.
So Leannon's side quest.
Yes. I'm sure Kyrene will be relieved to know you're in town too. You're back.
I hope so. I can see her mad at me.
Maybe to start.
Are we dividing into
Sounds like we're
teams?
dividing and conquering. We're gonna go talk to Kyrene about Roxy. One of you guys is gonna follow up with Quan about the peeper, and the others are checking on the sorcerer. That sum it up.
And the funeral home? Are we doing that tonight?
Help Henri. We can.
I could go with Remus if you like instead of going Benjamin. I could come with Remus, and we could. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't really think I have a spot in either of those camps, but getting you a good haven and possibly somebody to help you with your cash flow problem, that sounds like something I could do.
I am happy with my haven right now. I mean, but it's a cash flow and having a dependable ghoul again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to get all that money put into an account for you. Maybe see about Giovanni possibly just doing direct transfers, like direct deposits. But,
If somebody's eating, please mute your mic. We're picking up the
Not
plate.
eating, just messing with a spoon in a bowl. Sorry.
No worries.
Cereal.
Pho.
But yeah, no, I'll help you with that, Henri.
Okay, I would appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So Danny's standing there with her coat and keys in hand, waiting on Ben. We're gonna go.
Guess so. All right. See all you cool cats later.
She's just gonna do the 2-finger salute and walk
All right,
out.
call us if something comes up and you need help.
Will do.
Yep. So as they exit, Jeremy leans down to Dahlia and he says, "So your cop is also a fan of Carol Baskin?"
Yes. He's more of an enforcer.
Oh. Right, gotcha. He didn't smell much like a Templar.
He's
Can
not.
the rest of us? Can the rest of us hear this?
Yeah, I mean they're unless
They're
you've
right
left,
there.
they're still right there.
What's a Templar?
Those are basically the bodyguards, so to speak, for bishops. They do more than just their bodyguards, but basically they're their enforcer. They're basically there to lay down the hammer as well.
And the bishop is like
The leader.
prince.
Yeah, but you can have multiple bishops of a city. It's rare, but you can.
Well, yeah, we don't have those here.
No, but there are certain expectations that we'll need to get you guys apprised on, so you know where not to go and things like that.
So we're cool to roam about the city now, boss? Like
Sophie?
How confident are you? You know what? Maybe I should please don't be offended. How comfortable do you feel with keeping Anarch rules? Like, do you need a refresher on that sort of thing?
who are you asking?
Dahlia.
Oh, they just kind of shrugged. They both look at Dahlia.
A refresher might not be a bad idea, but I think I'm okay.
Why don't you folks stick with Damaris for a while and just in case something comes up that needs a little translation? Is that all right?
That works for me. Works for you? She asked Jeremy and Toby.
They're like, we're staying with your grandma. But if you're cool with it, we're fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas would look over at Damaris and roll his eyes.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Sure.
You look great for a grandma.
I think I look fantastic as a grandma.
And so there's hey, we're not saying looks. We're just saying that's how you were introduced. Would you prefer grand?
No. You can call me Damaris. I'm the matriarch of the Leannan clan.
Isn't it a matriarch grandmotherly? And never mind.
If it's appropriate, whatever.
I mean, you don't need to haven together unless you want to, but just
if we're having to hang out with her and with our boss, I guess we kind of have to haven at her. You got enough rooms, right? Or we're like all getting couch space.
No, I've got extra rooms, but
I want to see Talus. Can we see Talus?
Yeah, we can go see Talus.
I can't believe I missed that damn book, but I did.
Yeah, I have not finished the cover for him.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were doing that.
Henri, didn't you go with Ben or?
No, I was staying behind with Remy.
Oh yeah, they were gonna do the.
So who's going with Ben? Just Ben and Danny?
Yep.
Okay.
Seems like yeah.
Okay.
Johnny will get up and say, "Oh, I'll go with them."
Don't throw up in his car.
Go with who?
Ben.
Okay.
Ben and Danny.
All right.
He'll just get up, kind of like zombie walk out the door.
And I guess Sophie will text Quan and say, "Hey, if you have a minute, be cool if you could stop by the Red Lion Inn."
Okay, so we just send you a thumbs up emoji.
Cool.
So, Damaris, should we go see Kyrene?
Yeah, let's go. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me give her a call real quick. Make sure she's actually around.
And
so I'll give Kyrene a call.
Okay.
Hopefully she answers.
So she picks up. You hear Enya in the background.
I'm familiar with that. Hey, Kyrene. Do you mind if I stop by with some company?
Are you going to control yourself this time?
Yes. And I'm sorry about that again.
This is not like an angry vent session or anything I have to put the plants away for?
No.
Okay.
Well, you might, but I'm fine. I think you'll be fine. I'll be over there in a little bit.
All right. Well, you know where I'm at.
Yep. She's never gonna let that go. When she's hanging out, she says that. She's never gonna let that go.
What did you do?
Well, when I found out what happened originally, I may have broken a few things in her house.
Plants?
Plants, furniture, pictures.
Do you have
I replaced
control
it.
of plants too?
Sorry?
We'll talk
What
in the
did you-
car.
No, I broke a lot of stuff. I was really angry.
Well, that's sweet.
Yeah, but now every time I talk to her and I come over, she asks me if she has to put the plants away. So I said no, but she doesn't know you're coming, and she was pretty upset too.
Is that a good idea to not warn her then?
I'm out of character. I'm just curious what's going to happen, so that's why I didn't tell her. Just being real with that. So yeah. All right. Well, let's go. We can drive separate or together. I don't care.
I'll take my car.
Okay.
So you don't have to, drive all the way back here.
Okay. So you guys are off doing that then. Then get to Ben and Danny. What were you two doing?
Danny is going to drive, and they are going to go see if that necromancer has left town.
Yeah.
Oh, wait for me, guys. Wait for me.
You're not going to, puke in my vehicle, right?
Maybe.
He's
No, then you're not
fine.
going.
He's fine. I don't know what you're doing, man, but just get in the car.
He'll jump in the car. He'll jump in the back seat.
She's going to give him a really weird look and then get inside.
Is this some weird Zemeetsi thing you're doing here, Johnny? What's going on?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
My sire died a long time ago.
Yeah, you gotta play that card again. All right, fine. Keep a secret.
Johnny, go ahead and roll a stamina check. Difficulty 7.
Oh no! Oh no! He's
he-
gonna explode in the car. Oh, I'm so
She's
sorry.
going to kill him.
Oh my god. Well, he didn't throw up.
We are going to have like a Family Matters style sitcom father-son moment in a little bit.
Oh no! It's a failure. Wait, no! I have 4 in stamina,
So it's just a fail.
so I don't have.
Or no,
the 10 doesn't explode.
10 would explode, yes.
Nice. Okay.
So
I'm not joking. Don't be puking in my car.
as he's making noises and whatnot in the back seat, and you start pulling out, you hear.
She's going to stop the car.
Oh no!
You know what?
Get out.
I'll
She's going to open the back door and tell Johnny to get out.
Oh, Johnny.
Out.
You'll get
Nope, out.
He'll get out on the side.
It's going to take me forever to get Vamp fart out of my car.
This would be a great T-shirt.
It'll take forever to get Vamp fart out of my car.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we could even do that. I thought that
Do it in an
stopped
old
when
English
we
song.
died.
I mean,
Johnny will walk away and run into the forest.
Okay.
Oh my god!
he's now one with the woods.
Sad Hulk music starts playing.
Yeah.
Do we need to wait, or do we leave him?
Johnny's gonna do Johnny things. Apparently, he's fine. Let's keep going.
Okay, so she'll shut the car door, get
Okay.
back in.
So
She'll
you
make
guys.
sure all the windows are down, sunroof is open.
Sure. Thankfully, it didn't linger, so there's nothing there to worry about. It was just noise. You end up, you know where to go. You drive across town from where the Bread Lion Inn was at to the address. All the lights are out. There's no car.
Do we want to go up and peek in the windows?
Yeah, here, I'll do that. You keep the motor running just in case something weird goes on. Be right back.
Something weird always goes on, so
Well, then you'll be ready, won't you?
I guess.
All right. So goes ahead, gets out, goes up to the front door, and he's using heightened senses hearing to see if he can hear any activity within the house as he's approaching it.
Sure. I don't think he. Go ahead and roll perception and alertness. It's going to drop your difficulty by 2, so okay. A 4.
Nice. Let's see here. Three successes.
Okay. The only thing you hear is the air conditioner.
Okay. All right. And then I take it all the windows and blinds are closed and things like that? Or okay. Lights are off. I'll go ahead and just to make super sure, then also look around using or perception just to make sure he didn't leave anything weird behind.
Sure, go ahead. Difficulty 8.
Yep. 1 success.
Okay. You don't see anything outside of what you already are familiar with when looking at a house. There's a dull glow to it because of electricity, obviously.
Right.
But other than that, nothing.
Okay. All right. So then he saunters back to the car, gets in. Yep, they're gone.
So when he gets in, she's going to be smelling her hair.
Okay.
What are you smelling your hair for?
Does it smell musty to you? I keep smelling earth because you had me sleeping in the root cellar.
Oh, I mean, well, you put your bed down there, didn't you? Didn't slide on the ground.
I can still smell it.
I mean, look, I'm telling you, it's a decent place, as far as defense goes. Okay, you want to keep yourself safe and hidden. It's a good place. You don't have to, but you're just taking an additional risk. It's like with any type of security.
I know. You're the guy who slept in the van down by the river.
Yeah. Literally. For years. That's a nice van.
Can't believe you didn't get that when I said you were the motivator.
I got it. Jeez, you think I don't get these things? I watch TV. Yeesh.
Yeah.
I'm old, but I'm not ancient.
I'm gonna have to get you an extra small jacket to go with that.
Not like
Batman in little coats. So I take it you guys are pulling away at that point?
Yeah, we're heading back.
All right, so We lost Rachel, but you guys are pulling up to.
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I had to go AFK.
No problem. So those of you who have left the Red Lion Inn and are heading to Dahlia's place, it is the same old, or Kyrene's place. Same old place that it's always been. Older looking house, probably built in the late 70s, early 80s. All one story. Got some nice hedges that wrap around it. It's got a one-car garage with the car parked out front. Obviously, the light still on at this point because she's expecting people to come over at this point. A big tree sitting out in the front lawn, providing ample shade, and for those in the know, a weapon should she need it.
Cool.
The Whomping Willow.
Okay, so you come walking up.
Knock on the door, you know.
Okay. So she opens it up and kind of like looks around a second. She says, "You weren't kidding. You brought a whole group of people."
Just 3.
And she spots.
And I'll step aside.
Yeah. Then she spots Dolly and she says, "What are you doing here?"
She was rescued by Trudy.
Huh. Who are your friends?
They were my pack.
Were, and at that point, like Jeremy and Toby are both like at the same time, were?
Well,
maybe we shouldn't talk about this on the porch.
All right, everybody come inside. Leave your shoes at the door. Stay away from anything potted.
See? That's what I mean.
I don't know any of them, and I don't know their temperament.
I understand. They came with her. They actually were rescued with her because you guys are relatively new to the Sabbat as well, right?
And I didn't want them killed because I left.
Okay, so who are your friends?
Jeremy and Toby.
Yeah, and maybe
Sombra and Bruja. Though I apologize, I forgot which one's which.
Toby at this point's like Lasombra, points to Jeremy, Bruja. And so she says, "Okay, everybody, come in. I'm sure there's a story behind all of this that you're dying to tell me." One of you, anybody?
Yeah, but more also, we want to talk to you about Roxy. This was kind of a twofer.
So you want to discuss that in front of them?
They apparently already know.
Trudy informed me.
Okay.
But do you want the quick story of how I was rescued?
Yes, treat it like the angry druid who is trying to marry people.
Do you?
So we participated in a game, Death Race 3000.
Huh.
In the middle of the game, I was informed by Latisse that Trudy was coming to get me and rescue me, told me where to meet. And
Latisse is who again?
Killian's old lover.
What? We're talking about the same Killian. No. We're talking about the same Killian here, right?
Yes, we are talking about the same Killian.
Did you know about this, Damaris?
Out of character, I did know about this, right? Because of the whole way back when with what's her face.
Actually, that was all out of character that you were told that. You actually did not
Was that
know
out
that.
of character?
Yeah, you did not know that in character. That was
I thought I could have swore
that was a part of an
okay.
out of character reveal that I explained with the whole Ekaterina thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. No, I had no idea. I know that she was being harassed and followed and stalked by Ekaterina.
Huh. Okay. My brother has some explaining to do, I suppose.
Oh
Continue.
no, Killian. um, and we were stopped at a place and then taken in big SUVs to the airport and flown to Ashland. I believe our gear and our vehicle were burned, assumably by the anarchs that we were avoiding in Tucson.
So when did you know this was going to be happening?
I didn't until the day of, in case Bastion was still reading my mind.
Wow. I mean, I knew Killian was like really connected, but I didn't know he was able to pull something together like this that quickly. Wow. Okay.
He really doesn't like Bastion, apparently.
Yeah.
That would make a whole lot of sense since you were taken against your will. So what did we know? What did we learn about boys?
Thanks, Mama Leannon.
I'm sorry. Did you or did you not bite your boyfriend to be? I mean,
I did, but I didn't know he wasn't a vampire.
She knew he was a vampire.
I didn't know he was a vampire when I bit him.
So
I don't have aura perception.
Aha!
Fix that.
Now, precisely what Damaris said. What's the first thing you're going to learn? And like, as she's talking to you, your two packmates are starting to bristle at this point at the way she's talking to you.
Settle down, boys.
Yeah, listen, boys. This is how things are here. Okay, like we're not doing this to belittle her or anything like that, but we're here to help get you guys back on track here.
Kyrene, I've learned my lesson the hard way. It won't happen again.
I understand. Priority number one is making sure you get enough so you can start seeing auras. All right. I know it's not infallible, but at least it's a step up from biting somebody and then finding out oopsie.
Yeah.
Right.
So we can teach that. And we will.
Oh goodness.
Okay. And so how long have you been back?
Only a week.
It took you a week to contact me?
I just
I
found out
was
tonight.
afraid of this reaction, and I'm still can't believe it.
All right. It's done. You're back. We'll have a party later, low key or something, whatever. So you mentioned Roxy.
Yeah. Dahlia said that you had contacted her or spoke with her about getting a hit out on her before
I left.
Before she left.
Boy, we're just like spilling all the beans, aren't we, Dahlia?
Oh. Listen, we want to get rid of Roxy too. So we I don't know if you've kept tabs on her at all. She is getting her arms really deep into the Southside Souls, and they've become militarized, and so she's gearing up, and yeah, we need to take her out.
Right, and I'm working on that, or I was, and she looks at Dahlia, working on that. Obviously, think priorities shifted when you vanished.
Mm-hmm. So can we pick that back up? And I want to help with that if necessary. I mean, really, the whole city wants her gone.
And I wanted to help beforehand.
Okay. Well, let me refocus and reprioritize some things, and I'll get back to you. She looks right back at Dahlia, and you focus on learning the aura perception.
Yes. I'd like my compatriots to learn it too.
Yes.
And she looks at them and she says, Bruja La Sombra. All right, we'll figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
You got a place to stay?
I've been staying with Trudy for now.
Boy, Trudy is just connected like nobody's business.
She's
Good Lord.
Very connected, and it doesn't hurt that she's married to the Don.
Right. She's married to the Don. She's connected to my brother. She has pull apparently in the Sabbat and the Anarchs. I mean, just who is this woman? Right. So, but do you have a place to stay now? Or are you still staying with her?
I've been staying with her.
Okay. Yeah. So then I'll let you deal with that. You're a grown woman at this point.
I don't have a job. And I don't want to leave these two alone yet.
Okay. Are they not staying with you with Trudy?
They are. Separate rooms.
Good. We've learned our lesson from Bastion. Okay.
Can you stop being so condescending?
I can be a little frustrated, okay?
At least she's not throwing plants and vases and
right.
pictures.
That's Damaris.
Could I possibly use my green path to move some plants?
I have to look that up. Hold on a second.
And then she botches and makes up.
Oh, that's terrible.
So I do have Leanne and things to discuss, but I don't want them to be part of it.
Yeah, she says that will have to be later.
I know.
If you wanted to do, if you have level 3, Dance of the Vines would just cause them to move.
Yeah, I do have level 3. I have to spend blood for that, though.
You do.
Never mind, then. I will just say I did learn that path that I told you about. Killian taught it to me.
Which one?
Well, good. Then it wasn't a total loss that you were away. Leave it to my brother to teach you something while you're in the midst of danger and trials. But good. There's that.
What path are you on?
The green path.
Oh, is that what you? Okay. Have I heard of that
That's
path?
literally
before?
what it's called.
Oh.
No,
I thought you were talking about.
She's still on humanity.
I'm still
okay.
on.
That's what I mean. I thought you were talking about Path of Enlightenment.
No. I was losing my humanity, and Killian got me out in time.
Well, good. Okay, well, we obviously have other business to discuss, but we can't do that at this point in time. I will leave it up to the two of you to decide how you're going to spend your living arrangements. I will look into this Roxy thing and get back to you.
Can I come visit?
Of course you can come visit.
All right, well then.
I may be a little perturbed, but that doesn't mean you're unwelcome.
Honestly, Dahlia, I've always felt that things happen for a reason, good and bad. They really suck, but this, like you said, you've learned your lesson, you've learned from it, you've learned more from it as a result. Like, you had to experience it to understand how bad it was. So now you know.
And she looks around real quick, and she looks to the two boys that are standing there, and she's like holding out a finger, like making sure somebody's not going to say it. When there's a lull in the conversation, no one says anything. She says, "Okay, good. I have your smart asses in the group."
Yeah.
She
right,
says,
well,
"Okay, well, I will get back to you then." Was that it outside of
that was
clan
it.
business we have later on? Clearly.
No, I just wanted to update you guys on something. That's all.
Okay, well, fair enough.
All right, well then we'll leave you to it. Hopefully things will get back on track.
Okay, and she steps back a second. And she says, "Dahlia, can I talk to you for just a moment?
Yeah.
Alone?"
Yes.
And
she looks at Toby and
yeah.
Jeremy like,
and they're just
alone.
like,
It's fine.
and they're like, So
Okay,
she
follows her.
takes you to where your bedroom had been. And she, closes the door and she hugs you, and then
Dahlia like probably cries a little if that's a possibility.
But then when she pulls you back a second, she says, "I told you that Roxy information in confidence."
I'm sorry.
I'm
You're right.
glad you're back. But girl, learn when you're supposed to speak, when you're not supposed to speak. Please.
Dahlia nods.
And I don't know about this Killian thing. He may not have wanted that to be blurted out. But that's on him. I don't know anything about it, clearly. Just as a heads up.
You're not going to tell him, are you? He might come here and murder me himself.
He was already in town. You didn't know?
No.
Well, you're not dead yet, so that's probably a good sign. So go take care of your people, whoever you have with you now. That's it, right? There's nobody else that's going to pop out of the woodwork. It's claiming like they're a part of your pack, or like
no, they were the only.
You didn't like sire somebody while you were down there that's going to pop up.
No. I was very low profile. I didn't do anything. I don't know why.
You ate with protection? I'm kidding.
Like, it's very hard to take a joke after where I've been.
I'm sorry. I understand.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Try being the child of Adam.
That's fair. Forgive me. Killian didn't know why Bastion wanted me to be a ductus. I did not want to be a ductus when I went down there.
I can tell you right now it's a lineage thing. You were known to be directly related to him. I'm willing to bet that's what he gambled on.
Okay, Killian didn't know why he wanted me to be a ductus either, but he allowed it to happen.
Okay, well, you're here now. So, are you good? Are you really good at Trudy's, or do you need a place to stay?
Can Jeremy and Toby stay too?
I knew you were going to ask that.
They're still learning Anarch ways.
Do you understand if they murder any of the plants here?
I will kill them myself.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. All right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll figure out something. Maybe they can share a room or something. That they're guys. It should be fine.
They're sharing a room at where we were staying. So.
Okay. Well, then I'll figure it out.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. It's good to be back.
It's good to finally have you back.
And I'm sorry for making you worry.
You made us all worry, but right now, obviously, there's other things we've got to worry about. So let's worry about that before we worry about the worry that we had in the past. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now go.
Can I get your number?
You got a new phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Killian smashed mine like 10 months ago.
That makes sense. Yep. All right. Yeah, no problem. She, types it into your phone real quick.
And then she sends her a text, so she has her number too.
Okay. She says, go get your things then, or whatever you have, and I'll keep the lights on.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now make it look like I fussed at you or something when you go outside. I've got a rep to maintain.
Okay. She like roughs up her shirt a little.
Okay.
I believe that.
Yeah.
And she walks out.
Okay. All right.
We good now? We ready
Yes,
to go?
we're
yes,
good.
we're fine.
Right.
We're going to stay here though, Toby and Jeremy.
Oh.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, they look around and hold on one second. I need to re-add George. George dropped from the call.
Sure. Don't want to stay with your grandmother.
Yeah, they look back and forth and then they look around and they're like, well, wherever you go, boss, is where we're going. And Toby just like, nods.
Also, do not touch the plants. And she's like, not even joking, like looking at both of them.
Yeah, they're like, it's cool. It's cool. We remember your corpse plant. We didn't touch that either.
Mm-hmm.
Corpse plant. What's that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what? We can talk about it on the way.
It's called Rafflesia.
What does that do?
I can tell you later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious now. You got me wondering.
Well, we'll add a
yeah.
character. Abby's got to go. She had a
Okay.
hard stop at 10:30, and we're past that. So.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to continue it.
No. It's fine. She didn't announce it to everybody. She just told me. So.
Okay. Cool.
So thank you, Abby.
Yes.
I'm glad Dahlia's back. I really am.
Oh, we can do a roleplay chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go right on ahead.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Good
Bye.
night.
Night. Night, Abby.
Okay. So those of you who are still at the Red Lion Inn, what else was happening?
Remus and Henri, we're going to look up funeral homes.
Okay.
And then Sophie had called Quan.
And Sophie had called Quan, and Quan is coming down. Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Easy.
you guys have looked it up, done some searching. In a town this size, there are several funeral homes.
I looked up online for Ashland. There's only one. It's like
That's because you're using Ashland in reality and not Ashland fictional.
Oh, there we go. Very cool.
Because Ashland is in the fictionalized city is a population of like 500,000.
Okay. Okay.
So
Also,
there would
a
be
lot
several.
more
Yes.
stuff. There's a lot more stuff going on.
Yeah.
A lot of deaths in our city.
No, that's cool. Because the only one that I found out of character was it's closed. But I looked at Portland and they've got like several that are 24 hours. So cool.
So yeah, you guys have found several at that point as you're in the meeting room with everybody still, I guess, doing the Googles. And Quan eventually shows up. He steps in and bypasses the security.
Okay.
Looks around. He says, "Evening, everybody. Baron."
Quan, thanks for coming by. Hope you weren't too busy.
I just finished grading papers last night, so we're good.
Hey, first of all, I don't know if you heard, but Dahlia's back in town.
Yes, I did hear that.
You probably heard that from Malcolm.
Right.
I'm guessing Malcolm would know.
He was a little close to the source, from my understanding.
Fair enough. Yes. I gave her your number. She said that you had spoken previously about.
Oh, right. She was interested in trying to do some like night classes or something. Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, you can expect a phone call at some point.
All right.
We wanted to ask you about that peeping Tom that we mentioned a little while ago. Have you heard any new updates about that guy?
I know exactly who you're referring to. No, we have not heard anything as of yet. We have been keeping eyes on him, though. We don't tend to rock the boat unless there's a specific need. So he tends to visit the campus 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay. What kind of eyes do you have? Just out of curiosity.
None of the spiritual kind, because he is actually, from what we can tell, he doesn't seem to be a full-fledged necromancer, but he does seem to be a hunter of spirits. They are a... how did our archives put it? There was a small sect of spirit hunters called the Benedante that originated out of Italy many years ago.
They're the ones that use the fennel swords, right?
Correct. They all have a specific gift where they have like a magical call. And when they lay down and place it over their face, they can physically go into the spirit world. And that's how they...
like a thing that they put on.
Mm-hmm.
Not like
a cowl, a call. Correct.
I was thinking call like...
Right, wrong type of call.
Okay. Okay, well, and you think he might be able to do that?
We know he can do that.
Okay.
That's how we know we're to keep our spirit servants away.
Good. Okay. You don't think that girl is in danger, per se?
I don't know as of yet. If he's taken this level of interest in her, I don't think it has anything to do with the spiritual. I think it's completely carnal, and he's probably just one sick puppy.
You don't think there's anything unusual about her?
Not from what I can tell. Not like supernatural power or anything of that nature.
Okay, she's just unfortunately caught his attention.
Right.
Okay. Do you have eyes on her as well?
Oh yes. Okay. That's how we're keeping track of him right now because he travels from here to outside the city, which where they're located would be a little obvious if he was being followed. So
Okay. Ooh, if he's part of this Benedante or whatever, maybe that's something that we should mention to the Daughters of Crusa before we ask for their help.
Oh, that's right. You were seeking their favor at one point in time.
Yeah, you heard about that?
Yeah, our efforts don't align. Let's put it that way.
That's what I've been able to gather. You're sort of on different sides of
That's a polite way of putting it. Yes.
the industry.
Correct. So if you're going to be dealing with them, I'm going to have our people pull back some.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're even going to be interested or willing. We're just trying to, explore all avenues with this Roxy problem. Honestly,
I totally understand. And by the way, you have a flashing light on your phone right now.
So Brittany looks at her phone.
Okay. It shows that you have a text message.
If you'll just excuse me a second, she will pull that up real quick.
Okay, so you pull that up. It's from a number you don't have saved in your phone. But it says, just got the message. We will drop the retainer fee and we'll be on this tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, I guess you're welcome to pull back then. I think this is them confirming they're going to work with us. So,
okay.
Thanks for your help. And she'll
Not
shake
a problem.
his hand.
Sure. He extends his hand. I actually meant to tell you that message came in earlier, but obviously there's other stuff going on in the game at the time. So timing wise, just makes sense to let you know now.
Okay. All right. Is there anything that we can do for you, Quan? Do you need anything?
No. I am fine for right now. Thank you.
All right.
Just laugh. No.
And he turns to Henri and he says, "Do you ever get your ghoul situation fixed?"
We are going to work on that this evening. Remus is helping me.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, because I think your security box is getting a little full.
It was not communicated how it was supposed to work with me. I spoke to Monsieur Jimmy, and he explained that the deposits have been being made. Oh, Remus had a suggestion. Is it possible to instead of actual cash being put in a box, what did you say, Remus? A direct deposit?
He says, yeah, that's not something we're going to do because feds can track that.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It looks like Remus, George, or Remus is frozen on my screen.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, I know. I just sent a post in the chat letting him know that his connection is dipping again.
So yeah, so Remus and I are working on that. We are looking at the funeral home, but you do not need all the nitty gritty, as they say, on that. Unless there is are there any funeral homes that we are supposed to that are Giovanni controlled that we should stay away from?
Oh no, we've got the morgue. We're good.
All right. We are going to reach out this evening, so I wanted to make sure that there is.
I appreciate the diligence. No, we're fine.
All right.
I just wouldn't go out and try to collect them all. That probably wouldn't be a good idea.
No. I mean, one, maybe two is all. I'm not looking at all of them.
There's plenty of room for all.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Merci beaucoup.
So he does one of those numbers and steps on out.
Cool. I'm kind of out of character. I'm kind of held because Remus is not here again.
I see him again.
I see him. George, are you with us?
Yep, he's back.
I left the call and came back.
Cool. So as you heard him say, that we are free to choose a funeral home here within the Ashland city limits. He did not want us to choose all of them per se, but I'm just one phone call this evening. If when I looked on my phone, the only one Upper told me how to look on the YouTuber, how to search on there. So on the YouTuber, I found this memorial one. They had a video that I was watching, and so they have several in here in Ashland and Portland. I don't. It said the other ones said it's hard to see who's open and who's closed. So this YouTuber it's not very good for searching on. It's great for videos, but I can't get much information.
Yeah, I don't know if we should be choosing based on because YouTube is a video website, and even if we were to go and get that one for you, then that's a whole other issue then, because that's going to mean they have cameras and other stuff in there that we would have to also kind of navigate. It might be better to go with a
smaller facility.
Yeah, preferably one that has, because I mean, I don't have a whole lot of experience with this, but do funeral homes, do those come with like the facilities for dressing the bodies and all that stuff? Like, is that what they do? They all come that way, or do we need to look for one?
I do not know about all of them, but the ones that I have slept in, they have a place to store the bodies, to work on the bodies, to close the bodies. They have different rooms, and they have like a place like an office, and then there's an area like a small church where they can go in. When I sleep in them, I choose a room that's not being occupied. I don't like the smaller ones are not kept as clean. The larger ones are nicer, and then there are some that are like hospital wise, and that's probably what we would want to stay away from. I think you're saying.
Well, I imagine that having access to those facilities would probably be good for you, but we should also probably look into ones that probably have like a cremation like setup as well, because that'll be, that'll be good for you. It'll give you a place to dispose of things that, I'm sure you're going to get into.
Is this true? It's the smaller ones do not have the ovens. The medium size and larger have the as you call them, the crematoriums over them now.
Yeah, let's try to find a medium sized one, preferably if there's one with a basement.
Okay.
Then we could possibly move you into the basement. Because I don't like the idea of you sleeping above ground in even at a funeral home.
Well, and again, the funeral home is not my main haven. The Good Time Junction is what I have been working on. The basement of the Good Time Junction.
The Good Time Junction.
It's it has the the animal robots in there, and the Damaris, you have been there. It's the
Damaris actually isn't
I'm
there.
not there.
Oh,
Yeah, I left.
Damaris, you are not
Yep.
here.
Only Sophie, Thomas, Remus, and yourself are going now.
Oh wait, Benjamin's been there, but Benjamin's not here either. Yeah. I don't know if Sophie's ever been there. Sophie, you have not been there, correct? I don't think you've been to my.
I remember you speaking about it, but I don't think I've ever actually been there.
So Harper has been a few times. Damaris has come. Benjamin
It's
comes.
just a defunct restaurant from one of those kids' entertainment places. Right?
Yes, it's a children's pizza.
Like pizza.
Is a video games.
With the creepy animals.
Is it robot animals? Yes. There were.
Oh.
There are 2 stages there.
Isn't there a video game about that place?
Is a video game based on you, Henri?
I do not know what you're talking about. Harper's just recently told me what a video game is. She was working on the video game there.
That was the wrong question to ask.
Yeah. Where were you in 1987?
1987. I have to let me think and then get back to you. But I do not remember.
Because I think Remus, being fairly young, would probably know about the video game. I don't know if I want to like say its name, but like now he's starting to think about some crazy stuff happened there.
Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Yeah. Henri might have been the bite of 87. That sounds like his MO. But no. Okay,
1987, he was in California, so maybe.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, okay. So we don't necessarily need to find a place for you to sleep there, but okay. So we'll try to find a good sized funeral home with a crematorium and hopefully a bit out of the way, so that way you don't have to worry about prying eyes, I guess.
Yeah, this is so okay. So the only search I know how to do on the phone and the computer is using YouTubers. You said there's another way to go?
Yeah. Do you? I'll show him how to open up like a browser with Google.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming his phone has Chrome on it.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
If you're looking to make this place sort of a meeting place for us as well, the location might be something to take into account. Somewhere that we can all get to fairly easily. I don't know.
That's true. I guess
Maybe less of a priority than the other things, but still
Yeah.
something to keep in mind.
But so there are 9 of us, and then Dahlia has 2 friends, and then there's Harper as well. I mean, there's the 12 is what we're looking for a meeting room.
But
yeah,
it's pretty rare for us all to be, in attendance at the same time.
I think it might be a good idea for us to just, because like that's a lot of cars to just be outside of a building. I think we should try to find locations for our meetings that are outside of the places that we plan to be like kind of spending time at. Because if Henri's going to be at this place for any reasonable amount of time, we don't need to be drawing attention to it by having 12 cars, one of which is the creamsicle, parked in front of it.
We can, if it's we need to meet there as an emergency. We can always meet in the chapel church. That they have pews that seat dozens of people, so that would not be a problem.
Oh yeah, that's true. If there's a chapel, we could set up a okay.
But it's not something that would be established as this is the meeting room, because they have family meeting rooms, but they're normally only with like 4 to 6 people, depending upon the size of the facility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it's a funeral home that does services, like funerals are used to having a lot of attendance.
The chapels.
So the parking lot shouldn't be an issue.
maybe 100 people. Yes, I mean the chapel. That's what I'm saying. So we can meet in there. It's not. We're all not sitting around a table. We will all be sitting on pews facing the front. But as Remus was saying, we can move things around as needed if we need to.
That's true.
So Remus, if you can help me find a place, I could make a phone call right now.
Okay. Jerome, do we have is there a place that fits our criteria amongst those funeral homes?
So what exactly are you looking for?
So we're looking for a medium-sized
be right
funeral
back.
home that has a crematorium,
Mm-hmm.
a chapel for doing services,
Mm-hmm.
and is reasonably distant somewhere in the city, so that way we could all kind of get there in a decent amount of time, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and stop here for tonight, since it's right at 2.5 hours.
Cool.
I will send you the information on the funeral home, so that way you have that and you guys can work in between games to figure that out or whatnot. So
Henri and Remus are going to start a funeral home flipping TV show on HGTV.
So just as a heads up, Todd, George monitors Discord a lot more than he monitors Facebook. So if you want to reach out to him, that's probably where you're going to want to do that at.
Okay, cool. And then
it's way easier to get a hold of him there.
All right. And so yeah, George, we'll figure that out. We'll talk about this after game too.
Yeah, so cool. So thank you guys all again for watching. Our next game is tomorrow. That's going to be our Marvel Superheroes game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, where we pick up from, and just how the new team starts to mesh or meeting people. And then next week is actually on the 15th, and 16th is Cyberpunk and Street Fighter. So thank you again for everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us. And you guys have a good night. Good night, guys.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Arrivederci.